Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Since coach JJ Redick was hired, the idea of hiring a great center came up, and stars Anthony Davis and LeBron James clearly prefer Jonas Valanciunas. Manager Rob Pelinka is trying this trade and wanting to involve Gabe Vincent and second-round picks. Lakers want to sign a great center. With the Lakers still searching for a big, perhaps Gabe Vincent could be packaged in a deal to get Jonas Valanciunas of the Wizards to Los Angeles. On December 15, players signed in free agency become trade eligible, which certainly opens up the opportunity for more moves to be done than is currently possible. For example, on that day, Jonas Valanciunas, who signed with the Wizards on a 3-year, $30 million deal this past summer, will be available to trade. The Lakers sound likely to be one of many teams looking to acquire the 13-year veteran. According to Michael Scotto in his most recent Hoops Hype article, Los Angeles could look to use a second-round pick and guard Gabe Vincent to acquire the Wizard. Vincent has been a disappointment for the Lakers since signing a 3-year, $33 million deal due to injuries and inefficient shooting. Los Angeles will look to include him as a salary filler with draft pick compensation in trade talks. Keep an eye on Los Angeles potentially dangling Vincent and future second-round picks to try and land Wizards center Jonas Valanciunas, a coveted Lakers target. Adding the draft capital certainly would make this an intriguing deal for the Wizards. Washington currently has a 2-16 record, so they are clearly not in any type of contention. Moving a quality player while gaining a draft pick could be a win-win for the Wizards and the Lakers. This trade would work financially, too. In fact, it would save the Lakers about $1.1 million, which is a lot when they are pressed right up against the second apron line. The Lakers have maintained interest in Valanciunas dating back to the summer during free agency. As Scotto also noted in his piece, the Lakers have been consistent in their desire to acquire the big man. The Los Angeles Lakers are among the teams with the most diligent interest in trying to acquire Valanciunas, league sources told Hoops Hype. Los Angeles has a depth issue at this position and has been trying to add a big, bruising center since the summer. At 6 feet 11 inches, and given his style of play, Valanciunas certainly fits that archetype. This season, he's averaging 12 points and 7.6 rebounds per game. Adding him to the Lakers would provide the team with a big they can pair with Anthony Davis or be the first big off the bench to play during the non-AD minutes. Now, we just need to know how serious the Wizards are about moving Valanciunas and if LA can outbid other teams. Suffice it to say that Vice President of Basketball Operations Rob Pelinka will work late hours and dial the phones to see if he can make roster upgrades before the February 6 NBA trade deadline. Lakers rookie Dalton Knecht has stern message for Ja Morant and Grizzlies. The Denver Nuggets and Boston Celtics are treated as the Los Angeles Lakers' biggest rivals these days, but they also have an underrated rivalry with the Memphis Grizzlies. The two teams played each other in the first round of NBA playoffs during the 2022-23 season, and things got really intense. Last season, the Grizzlies were without Ja Morant for much of the year, so the rivalry wasn't as intense, but it is heating back up this season. In the first matchup between the two teams, the Grizzlies won 131-114. Morant decided to throw some shade at LeBron James and talk trash about the Lakers. That was something that didn't sit well with rookie guard Dalton Knecht. When the Lakers faced the Grizzlies again on November 13, Knecht was ready for a fight. "Go for the throat," Knecht told ESPN's Dave McMenamin in a recent column. "They tried to embarrass us on their home court." According to McMenamin, Knecht was specifically upset with comments from Morant that suggested that he was pretty much the new king around here when Bron's still in the league. The Lakers won 128-123 in that second matchup, and Knecht had a pointed message about the Grizzlies. "They were real disrespectful," Knecht said. "We had that game ready on our minds. It's clear that Connect isn't going to back down when there is perceived disrespect against his team or teammates. Lakers eyes emerging 23-year-old center fitting J.J. Redick's desire. The center-starved Los Angeles Lakers are among the several NBA teams monitoring the situation of Brooklyn Nets former first-round pick Day'Ron Sharpe. Sharpe, who's eligible for restricted free agency this summer, is being monitored by the Grizzlies, Clippers, Pelicans, Lakers, and Raptors, league sources told Hoops Hype, Scotto wrote. Sharpe will make his season debut on Monday, December 2nd, against the Chicago Bulls after recovering from a hamstring injury. The 23-year-old Sharpe was the 29th overall pick in 2021. He is coming off his best season in the NBA, averaging career highs across the board, 6.8 points on 57.1% field goal shooting, 6.4 rebounds, and 1.4 assists in 15.1 minutes as Nick Claxton's backup. The emergence of Noah Clowney makes Sharpe, who will be a restricted free agent after this season, expendable. The 6'9" Sharpe fits the mold of what Lakers rookie head coach J.J. Redick has been looking for to help ease the burden of Anthony Davis. You certainly have to look at what I think is actually a very good roster, a very balanced roster, Redick said in an interview with Justin Turman and Eddie Johnson on SiriusXM NBA Radio. We'd love to, we tried, but we'd love to, at some point, get another five-man, a big bruising five-man. You look at the Western Conference right now, whether it's Denver, Minnesota, OKC with what they added, certainly Memphis, they're going to be back in the hunt, they added Zach Edey, certain matchups in the playoffs, you're going to need a lot of size. The Sharpe rumor comes right after Davis's chief backup, Jackson Hayes, re-sprained his right ankle against the Phoenix Suns on November 26. Hayes is out for 2 to 3 weeks, per ESPN's Dave McMenamin. The injury bug caught the Lakers' front line even before the season tipped off. Christian Wood, knee, and Jared Vanderbilt, foot, are still out with no timetable yet for their return. Their injury-riddled frontcourt depth has caused the Lakers to be among the worst rebounding teams this season. Entering December 2nd games, the Lakers are averaging 40.6 rebounds, ranked 27th in the league. Nets among teams interested in Jalen Hood-Schifino. Will the Nets' reported interest in Jalen Hood-Schifino grease the wheels for a potential trade for Sharpe? The Nets are one of the 3 teams who have expressed interest in Hood-Schifino in the past, according to Fisher in a separate live stream at Bleacher Report on November 2nd after the Lakers did not pick up the second-year guard's third-year option, which makes him an expiring deal and a trade chip. He will be playing in the G League this year, and he'll have plenty of opportunity to showcase himself both in the G League in general and at the G League showcase when the entire league descends upon Orlando in December, Fisher said. Atlanta had interest in him in that talk with DeJounte Murray last year. Utah, I believe, has shown interest in him, to my knowledge, in those talks about Walker Kessler. Brooklyn, I've been told, is a team that has interest in him. So, just keep an eye on Jalen Hood-Schifino as a potential outgoing salary expiring deal. A straight Hood-Schifino-Sharpe swap won't cut it under the new collective bargaining agreement, as the Lakers become an over-the-apron team in such a scenario. The Lakers would have to add more salaries, like Wood's expiring contract, to make it work. Or the Lakers could get Sharpe and one of Dorian Finney-Smith or Cam Johnson in an expanded trade that would involve either of the Lakers' 2 available first-round picks.